Hi you guys, it's Dara, and I've had my morning tonic, I've had my morning smoothie, and then it's time to have another tonic. I make them throughout the day, especially when I'm giving up coffee, because why not have a little cacao, a little boost? And sometimes I'll just get a hit of a flavor or a spice, like I'm thinking cardamom will be nice. So here you go, here's my little tonic setup at the moment. There we go, there's my tonic setup. I make it easy for myself. I keep my Vitamix out. Hi, loves. Do you want to talk about the nodes or do you want to talk about tonics? So I have Patrick downstairs. I have my housekeepers here. When the housekeepers are here, it's really always nice to give them a little chocolatey tonic because it gives them energy, it makes them feel loved, and it's just good energy. And I only have good energy people entering the house and good energy helpful people always. If there's any, I figure about 2 tablespoons of cacao a person. That's a lot. It will make it bitter. You can do 1 tablespoon a person. I figure a tablespoon or 2 of Dandy Blend, which makes it taste coffee flavored. Hi loves. Ooh, everybody's here today. So there's been some North Node questions. I do want you guys to know, I'm going to give you a little heads up right now that I'm working on the houses. What your North Node is tells you what you need to do in this lifetime. The sign of your North Node is what you need to strive to be and reach towards no matter what. The house tells you what area of life. So if you do know your house placement of your North Node, let's say your North Node is in Taurus like mine and it's in the 9th house, that has the undertone of Sagittarius. So if you got the Taurus North Node video and the Sagittarius North Node video, you would know so much more about yourself. So it's really, really helpful to know your node, and it's equally as helpful to know what house it's in. And the sign of that house is going to be more information. So for example, I have a Taurus North Node, so I need to do tonics and beauty and nature and slow down and provide for myself. And everything you see me doing on YouTube and here, and beautiful clothes and jewelry and flowers. So that's my Taurus North Node. It lives in my 9th house of travel, which it lives in the 9th house, which is higher learning, astrology, studies, academia, and also spirituality, philosophy. And then it has to do with faraway travel. So you'll see when I'm doing beautiful Taurian things, when I'm traveling, I'm at like my zenith. So I will get, yes, the bundle comes with all the signs and I highly recommend it. I mean, it's like $100 off. It's just really, really good to know all of them because you can look up anybody's node. Your boss, your coworker, your employee, you can help guide others, your children, your partner, your mother, your brother. It's so helpful. Plus, we have something to learn from all of them. We all carry those signs somewhere in our chart, so it's helpful to get the language. So your North Node is in Capricorn. I am extraordinary. It means you've been very Cancer in past lifetimes in the beginning of this one. And it's in the 6th house, and that undertone is Virgo. So you would want, that's interesting. You've had like a double water South Node situation. Your South Node is in Cancer, and your 2nd South Node, as I call it, is in Pisces. That's very watery. So you're being asked, your soul is asking you to be Capricorn, and the 6th house is Virgo. So if you get the Virgo North Node video, it's going to give you some more information. I'm developing house PDFs. I'm writing and explaining what areas of life, and it's going to help you more, but for now you can definitely get your 2nd North Node video. So if I were buying them, I would get the Taurus North Node and I would definitely get the Sagittarius, and I'd be like, that makes so much sense. So you find the North Node by going to my website. There's a chart you can look up for free, and you just need your birthday. To find your house, you need to know your time, and you go to astro.com. I'm making a video that will live on my website for free, and it will show you how to look up your house. It's unbelievably helpful. Blah, blah. It's helpful. North Node. So if anyone wants to ask me if you know the house that your North Node is in, I'm happy to answer what sign that is. North Node, same as same as the sign here, Aquarius. So your North Node is also in your 11th house. Is that what you're saying, Zoe? Dear Zoe, in Greece? It's Mercury retrograde and I'm tripping over my own tongue. It's amazing that I am functioning. This one's not so bad. The last Mercury in retrograde really got me, but let's see what happens. So we've got our cacao nibs and our cacao. The cacao nibs makes it like food. It's a little bit chewy. You can blend it, but you're still gonna feel. I've been using monk fruit so I don't have to use sugar, but sometimes, especially when we're making for people who don't care if they have a little bit of sugar, my coconut sugar isn't going to hurt the housekeepers who are probably not, I imagine they're just not that worried. A little bit of coconut sugar, a little bit of monk fruit, a little bit of stevia makes a happy trinity. Floral Unity, Sal, follow Sal, Floral Unity for flower magic. And hey Jack, so I'm making Patrick a tonic. He is on a cleanse. He has given up gluten, coffee, alcohol, sugar, rice, and he is doing amazing. Giving up coffee is no small thing. For some reason, the past 4 days, I haven't had coffee, and I don't care. I did have 2 matchas over the past couple days, but these tonics are like making me glide through the situation with such ease. I'm going to do a very Venusian thing because today is Venus Day. And I am going to add some fresh ground vanilla bean, which is like a serious luxury and commodity these days. So what else do you guys want to know? I'm adding some reishi as I do. This is my morning tonic that I happen to be making this afternoon. I'm going to show you some of my different, I'm pretty routine. Like every morning I will have reishi, lion's mane, shilajit, and dandy blend, and cacao, and that's going to be my morning thing. I like it. And then I get a little more experimental in the afternoons. It's Venus Day, and I know I'm wearing a ratty sweatshirt, but I'm wearing it with a very flippy skirt, a very twirly skirt, and it feels Venusian to me, my kind of Venusian. I like dressy things, but I always tone them down. Like when I wear a dress, I wear sneakers. When I wear heels, it's gonna be more like jeans. So we have our sweet, let's put in a little bit of some sugar, some coconut sugar. And thank you for what? What did I say? Oh, there's more comments. Sorry. So I am not doing celery juice. Thank you for the reminder, but I do drink green juices during the day, and I need to start with the celery juice again. I got kind of tired of doing, I didn't want to use a juicer just for celery juice. I found it annoying, but that's silly, really, super silly. So we've got our cacao nibs, our cacao powder, about 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons per cup of tonic. Monk fruit, coconut sugar, always a pinch of salt, and find your North Node. Watch the North Node videos. People are loving them. Like, I don't post the testimonials all the time, but they are no joke, like, it's like, and there's so much more. Like, we can go deeper, and I'll make videos, but I want you guys all to know the basics. We're gonna, I love purple. I don't usually love purple. That's funny. Sarah Jane, you messaged me today. I don't always love purple, but certain purples just like, yes. And I think it's important to have all the colors of the rainbow in your wardrobe because of all the days of the week. This is really especially good for Jupiter Day. So this is a very Jupiterian outfit, but because I feel feminine and happy in it and attractive, it's good for Venus Day. Anything that you feel attractive in. I have earrings on, no makeup. If you need reading glasses, it happens. Even happens to me. I have Caddis, C-A-D-D-I-S. They're the most fabulous reading glasses in the whole world, in my opinion. So now we are almost ready. We're gonna add some creaminess to our situation, and I'm in love with this Nutiva butter flavor coconut oil. I know it sounds strange in a tonic, but it's not. If you get my tonic ebook, you'll learn all different tips and tricks and substitutions and how to intuit your own tonic. to hear something funny? Patrick's really good at astrology. He's stellar at astrogeography. In fact, soon I'm going to be offering his services, specialty relocation. He's really good at the transits in astrogeography. He did my solar return last night for my birthday. Every year I go somewhere that sets up my whole next year. When you see the solar return, you get to see how your whole next year is going to be. And based on where you are, you can alter what the year is going to be like. So I'm going to be looking for Leo rising, which is happening in New York City. We were laughing. We don't want me to have Virgo rising. I am like Virgo'd out. Like I am so Virgo about my home and so particular. We don't need more of that. The difference between a tonic and a smoothie. Well, the tonic is hot and creamy, usually, and the smoothie is like vegetables. The tonic has medicinal herbs in it that are going to warm your spleen. Look at my website. Okay, that's great. Your North Node is in Aquarius, so you are here to be a humanitarian. You are here to use new technology to improve the state of affairs with humanity. You are here to be of the mind and to not make it about you only. It's got to be about other people sitting in a group. So in the North Node Aquarius video, you'll hear what you need to do, what you need to wear, what you need to eat, what you need to say to yourself. Going to get some Z's. Good night, Jack. I love you too, Chippy. Yeah, that was quick, Senke hair, that you looked on my website. You can go, anybody can go look at their North Node on the website. You can look up anybody. It's a famous person, your friend. All you need to do, Mercury retrograde, is the birthday. Hold on and shut your ears because I'm turning on the vitamins. Thick, so I'm going to add some more hot water and have a good one. So your moon is in Aquarius, so that really helps you. That's well aspected because your moon, your inner self, who you are, your inner desires match who your soul wishes you to be. Sometimes it's a little conflicting. It's when you have, let's say, someone messaged me, I think her North Node is in Aquarius, but her sun sign is Leo. So Leo is the sun, but it's also the South Node. And if you're trying to step away from being too Leo, but it's your sun sign, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. And so what I suggest is when you find out about your North Node in Leo, that you push even further, even harder, swing the pendulum wider towards Leo. You're going to have to push it a little bit more. Stellium in Libra and Libra North Node. So you are well aspected. That's a party, natural ways. If your North Node is in Cancer, and I learned something really cool like about the South Node. If you have planets near your house, I'm going to talk about this when I do the houses video. If you have a planet in the house of your South Node, then the South Node kind of drains whatever energy is there. It dilutes it. If your North Node is in Cancer, what does that mean? It means that you're here to be mama. You're here to nurture. You have been lifetimes the patriarch, and now it's time to be the matriarch. I'm waiting for my gardener to come because he's got to help me with something, so I may have to go. It's really, really interesting, and it's really, really helpful, Sarah Jane. Your daughter's North Node is Libra, so she is here to create harmony and balance and encourage her to be in relationship. She may have been a bit of a rabble-rouser when she's little, or if she still is little. And so it's so okay to be our south node up to about age 30. Then we want to push it towards our north node, but we don't have to let go of certain south node things. Like there's certain south node things that I have that I like, and I do get to do some of my south node things if I've had a full day of north node stuff, and choose them wisely. We want to do the high side of the sign of our south node, not the lower side. And we know the difference. We know when we're being all crunchy and yucky and not the best energy. That's the lower expression of the south node. The higher side of, let's say mine, the Scorpio, is being a seer, being able to see into another. That's good. Yeah, she's a bit of a rabble rouser. She has her south node in Aries, and they can be kind of brash and say what they want and do what they want. Kind of hard to control. A child with a south node in Aries, you can just look and go, oh my gosh, like uncontrollable, do what they want, say what they want, and their trajectory is to learn how to be in harmony in relationship. She's 24, so you can guide her through her Saturn return with this information. All right, let's see how thick this is. This seems like a thick one. So I'm going to see Monica today for a colonizer therapy on Venus Day. Let's give a little bit to ladies, and love you too. Oh yeah, it's good. Maybe they would like it sweeter, maybe a little bit. You didn't want your north node to be in Scorpio. I don't think anybody wants it to be in Scorpio. It's I don't want to say it's hard, that sounds mean, but it's not an easy one, so it takes extra, like, I feel extra love for yourself, extra willingness to let go, extra knowledge that it is almost opposite what society tells us to do. Society wants us to be more Taurus, like work, make money, work hard, make money. And Scorpio demands that you let everything go, or things that aren't serving, you let it go, because if you don't, Pluto is going to do it for you. And so it's not the easiest placement, but I am going to say, and what I say about the Scorpio North Node is that you get to delve in and bring things to the light. You get to go places other people can't go. Like, we're talking like mystery, occult. I'm making your drink. It's almost ready. Do you want to try it and tell me if it's sweet enough?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to meet my people?
Sure.
I get to try your first time.
Oh.
This is Stephanie.
Hi.
It's a little strong and a little thick, but
Is it hot? No.
I'm gonna burn you. It's strong. Do you want me to water it down a little bit because it's intense, or you feel like it's good?
It's good.
It's
Yeah.
good? All right, she's having her first tonic, everybody. Can't believe I never made you one. Let me fill some more. You want some for your mom?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it'll give you guys good energy. It's potent. It's got beautiful Chinese herbs in it, and it's got pure cacao and healthy, no dairy.
Thank you.
Bring that to Mamacita.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Hi,
Bye.
Steph. They said hi, Steph. There's a lot of us with North Node and Scorpio. So it's really cool because you guys get to go where I'm not allowed to go. Like, if you've ever, like, read about the Illuminati or heard conspiracy theories or things about aliens and what's really going on in this world beyond what we can touch and see and feel, what's really going on, the powers that be, it's really like deep, powerful, sexy. It's a deep, powerful, sexy placement of, like, you know, sharing and in seeing into another and seeing into what's really going on. So that's kind of cool. Like, we need you. You know, you could be a psychiatrist, psychologist, an intuitive, an oracle, a seer. All right, let's tell Patrick he can come on. I could go bring it down, but I don't want to hang up with you guys. Let's see. So, what else can I tell you? Yeah, the nightmares, because I think it's your North Node in your spirit. If you have Scorpio North Node and you're having nightmares or you're having like dark thoughts, it's like your soul calling you to take a look at it in the light of day. You can be a creature of the night. You can have experiences at night. With my Taurus North Node, I'm opposite from you, so I have to like be a woman of the day. I have to really make myself get up early so that I'm not up all night. Like with my Scorpio South Node, like I'll be up till 4 o'clock in the morning creating, doing stuff, but I have to like not do that. That doesn't help me. Hi, Celine. Will this live be a replay? No, but I could post it on YouTube if anybody's interested. I can do that. Hey, Jennifer. So it's tonic time. Let's pour Patrick's, and he's going to have a pink cup for Venus Day. Let's see if it's hot enough. I always like them to be hot, and lately I found a trick that I don't heat them on the stove because I sometimes walk away and then I burn the pot. I will heat it in my Capresso frother. There's like a heating button. Cacao nibs so you can chew them. It's so good. Who wants me to repost this on YouTube? Hearts or thumbs? Actually, the question is, I feel actually, if I put my finger on the pulse of what's going on, is that we need to talk about the nodes more. Nodes versus I know feng shui is coming and it's waiting, but right now it's astrogeography and the nodes. So if I would like to know if it were between having conversations about astrogeography or the nodes, which you guys would want to know about. Okay, so the answer is yes to posting it on YouTube. The nodes are so fascinating. Here you go, it's on the counter.
Okay.
You can come on camera if you want.
No, I'm sick.
Okay, he's not coming on camera. That's gonna make you feel all better. Here, you won't be in if you grab it. Here. Not everybody wants to be on camera. Nodes for sure. It's such an under-discussed topic. I feel the same. Like, it's the most under-discussed and to me the most important in astrology, really. Besides knowing your astrogeography, knowing what lines you're swimming in where you are, because that's like everything. That's like your air, your water, your breath, what planetary energies you're dealing with where you're living are like the first thing. But you might be living on a line that's good for you according to your node. If you have Scorpio North node, then living on a Pluto line is going to pull you into and this is my theory. I have come up with this on my own, but I believe that if your spirit wants you to be your North node sign, let's say Scorpio, and you are living on a Pluto line, that Pluto is going to pull you into the depths of the Scorpio nature that your soul demands. So if you have the South node in Taurus, if you have the South node in Taurus and your North node in Scorpio and you're living on a Venus line, it's going to help you be more South node, more comfort zone. I live on my Venus line and my node is in Venus. It helps you, Lori, alter your state. If you are, yes, 100%, if your North node wants you to be more Venusian, more into beauty, more into hands on the earth and material possessions, you would not want to live on a Pluto line. So living on a Venus line is going to help you be more what your soul has asked you to be, because the North node is your soul's wish for you. The sign of your North node tells you what you need to do, and the house that it's in tells you what arena of life. It's like, to me, it's like your second North node. It's two things. The house placement tells what area of life. Like for me, I need to be Taurus while I'm higher learning and far away traveling, while being more Sagittarius. So I would get the Sagittarius video as well. So Lori, do you know what house your North node is in? I don't know if we've discussed this before. It's your soul's wish. So whenever you act according to your soul's wish, whether you're making a tonic or going outside, if you believe yourself to be the sign of your North node, your spirit's going to be happy. And then when you are acting according to your soul's wish, opportunities come. When you're in your South Node squishy comfort zone and you're not growing and changing, yeah, you're going to look like an expert at it because you are, but you're not going to be growing and people are going to feel it. So I'm going to have a video up really soon about how to look up the house of your North Node. It's coming. I'm working on it. And I've decided that I had some help from dear Tasha in deciding how to approach this. Some astrologers do the North Node and the house as the same video. So for example, the North Node in Aries, if it falls in, like if you have your North Node in Aries, you get the Aries video. If your North Node is in the first house, you also get the Aries video. There's a little more explanation as to the arena and the area of life. So what I'm going to do is show you guys how to look up your house, and then I'm going to suggest that you get that video pertaining to that house. So it's like your second North Node. And then there'll be a PDF, a beautiful, pretty, happy PDF that you can refer to learn more about that house instead of making a whole series of videos again. I think that's gonna work. So stay tuned, sign up for my newsletter, because when that video is out about how to look up your house and what to do, you will know when it's up. Venus girl, my South Node Pisces in the 6th, North Node Virgo in the 12th. Fascinating. They are at odds, but it's like a dance. It makes it harder, but you can come in. That's Edith, Stephanie's mama. So you will know that, for example, if your North Node is in Virgo, you need to be more routined, more particular, have some routine in your life, have some credentials, like don't just, have boundaries in your life. And then to me, it would say also be Neptunian, but because it's in the 12th house of spirituality and what's behind the scenes and what is beyond the veil, and I would say that it would mean that since your North Node's in Virgo, and it's about service to others and perhaps being a healer, it's like a healer with a clipboard, you would do so in the arena of spirituality, or maybe it's also like the house of prisons and institutions, so you can get clues for your life path by using your intuition, which you should be able to do with your North Node placement. That's like a place to go. And to me, it's about telling a story, right? Like the language is the language. Astrology is the language. We learn the language, and then we start to intuit and tell stories and learn a little bit at a time and make it palatable, and it's not so overwhelming. You learn a little bit at a time and you go deeper and deeper. So we're going to take this one chunk at a time. So now you are going to know your North Node sign, and you're going to feel it, and you're going to start to identify your South Node behavior that's not so nice, and then you're going to start to practice reaching. And then you're going to know the house that it's in. So we're going to keep going further. You live on a Pluto line with a North Node Gemini 11th house. So anytime you live on a Pluto line, you're going to have transformation. Your soul chose that transformation. You chose that line. When you get tired, when it gets too hard, you can move out. So it really depends to you. Some people are like, bring it on with the Pluto. And some people are like, I've had it. I've had enough. It's time to go. You're studying psychology, perfect. You want to do clinical psychology, assessment and diagnosis. Venus girl, that's perfect. North Node Virgo, clinical is Venus, Virgo, and then in the world of psychology, you've done it. You're on your path, and then we can kind of, as long as we're like in our direction, then we can fine tune. So this is really helping me to help people. I want to help you to help yourself and to help other people. So we're going to go further. Always feel free to ask me questions, because those are questions that other people might have, and I'll make videos about it. So big hugs, everybody. Kate. Your Gemini North Node, I don't know if you've watched the Gemini North Node video, super interesting. My friend Lisa is the most perfect example of a Gemini North Node. It's a fascinating one. With the 11th house, your second North Node is Aquarius, so you would want to get the Aquarius video, and that will tell you what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be teaching, sharing, writing, speaking, with your Gemini North node, collecting data, getting involved local community in the area of the 11th house, which is friends and networking. So community out in the world. What you gonna teach? So these videos, Kate, are on my website. You would get, Gemini and Aquarius, and learn more about yourself, and then stay tuned for the houses PDF, which is coming. So on my website, DARA'S.com. That's where you get it. So big hugs, everybody. I'm gonna go have a tonic. There's a little left for me. I always serve everybody else, and then I sort it out later. It's my pleasure to make tonics for others. What do you mean second north node? I'll explain it again. Belly, mind, spirit. So your north node is in a sign. The sign of, let's say, Taurus, like mine. My north node, I have a Taurus north node. I have to be Taurian. What house it's in tells you what area of life that you need to be Taurus. It also gives you an idea of, like, I call it the second north node because, for example, my north node is in Taurus and it's in the 9th house, which has the undertone of Sagittarius. So if I want to learn more about what I need to do or how I need to be or what area of life, I'm going to look to Sagittarius. So I call it like the second north node because it's the second bit of information that's going to help you round out or tell the story of where you're going to be happiest. So what you're going to be doing to be happy is your north node, and where is the house? But that house has an undertone. Each house, like first house is Aries, second house has Taurus undertone, third house has Gemini. So mine is in the 9th house, Sagittarius. So when I think about and listen to my Sagittarius North Node video, it feels like a second North Node. The more I behave like that Sagittarian, I'm going to be happy. It's my term, second North Node. It's the house that it's in. And the house information is coming soon. So in the meantime, you can get your North Node, you find out your placement, go to astro.com, find out what house it's in, and get the house. I'm going to be explaining it. So for those of you who know, the 10th house is ruled by Capricorn, so your second North Node would be Capricorn. It's coming soon. I got to go work on it. You live on a Mercury line between the Moon's node, midheaven, and the Sun midheaven line. Well, that in a nutshell, the Moon's node midheaven is fate. Fate will lead you to a higher purpose. And the Sun midheaven is like the fame and reputation line of like life and the planet, to be have not notoriety. That's Mercury midheaven. It's more like fame, being seen. And then Mercury is you being intelligent, a communicator, charming, interested, interesting, and interesting. Mercurial. Have a lovely night, have a lovely day, and I will see you guys soon. And get your greens on, get your tonics on. 2 ebooks on my website, and they're beautiful, and they're love, filled with love, made with love and fun. I'll see you guys soon. You're welcome.